Get your weed ready.
You want a joke?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. But to be honest with you, Doug, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. This is very awkward. I'm looking at you guys at the back as well for reactions because it's very awkward to try and talk to one person. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. But I think it's very difficult for me, Doug, to really do jokes. You know what I mean? Because I'm a very sad. I'm a very depressed person. Like I'm a very sad person, bro. And I've got.
You don't look sad, man. You look happy right now.
Bro, I'm acting. The thing is bro, listen, dog, you've got problems when you go to your therapist, ne? Tell your therapist your problems. And your therapist is like, and then, shit. Have you tried suicide? I'm like, yeah, dude. And I failed at that too. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's really hectic, dog. Like, dog, and no one cares in South Africa. In South Africans, your niggas don't care. No one cares. Because, someone will ask you, Ebenhaezer, how you doing? And I'm like, no, dog, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I don't want to live. I don't want to be here. South Africans will be like, otherwise. Other than death and not that, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, what's the problem? What's going on, bro?
Otherwise, we don't have a real way of dealing with our problems.
So
that's why now the most ironic thing about me, I don't know how to swim, but I'm a demon arm dog. My demons, Olympic grade, no matter how much I try to drown them. But to tell a boy, easy pool.
It's backstrokes.
Breaststrokes. Yeah, dog.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
man. Nah, man, it's so dope having you here at Off the Hook.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, guys, depending on whichever time of the day that you're going to come across this video. I'd like to welcome you onto the show, guys. Buffett. I just came across some very, very sad news. And this is something that 90% of the time I touch on. Mental health. Shuti, there was a comedian who went by the name of Ebenhaezer, or his name is Ebenhaezer Dibakwane, who just recently passed away, and it has been stated allegedly he took his own life. For those who do not know, Ebenhaezer was a comedian. Guys, it has been alleged that his family did come out with a statement stating that the guy was suffering from depression for many years. I think now we've heard numerous stories of how a person who always seems to maybe be happy or be making other people laugh sesibonile ukuthi sesibona ama-case amaningi ukuthi most of the time, sometimes umuntu kanjalo it is wise to check up on them, hey? Because this even also reminds me of this thing, normalize checking up on your strong or the friends that you view as strong. Normalize on checking up on them. Because honestly speaking, us as people, we do wear a mask. You understand? We do wear a mask to try and look, I don't want to lie to you, we do that to protect ourselves from people. You understand? Because sometimes when you open up to people, they'll laugh, they'll judge, they'll look at you ngendlela ethile, or you just don't want any sympathy from people, so you just decide to just shut yourself away from everything or people. You understand? But to ish, mental health is very important. I remember at work there was this other lady who came to us a few weeks back. Actually, last month, she came to us just asking us, who are you, and all of that, like in depth, in terms of trying to find out or to see how are we doing, and she even said something that, most especially us as men, we can take care of a lot of things, but it's kind of rare to find a man who takes cares, or who also takes cares of his soul, feelings, emotions, dealing with certain traumas. And yes, now us as black people, we are getting into urban things, like, ingane sehambe igole iphezulu and all of that, and some of us sesama counseling. That's good, you understand, because most of us, we do not really believe even ekutheni ukhulume nabantu. I do. I have people engikhuluma nabo. I'm sorry, I do. But in terms of the majority of us, we do not even believe in counseling and all of that. And there is a group abayibiza nge depression and anxiety. You check them out, you call them, you yakhuluma nabo. Even my social workers, I believe now that they can also help in terms of if you want to talk to someone. And I know we do not want to talk to the people sometimes that we are close with, because we do not want to stress them out or to make them worry. You understand? I feel like that's why it's kind of best to even speak to someone who you do not even know. You understand? Even though some people are so evil to a point of which, if you go to your local clinic in Mhlambe or you go social work, you cela usizo, next thing uzindaba sihambe elokishini. But guys, it is sad. It is very sad. This guy was 31, hey? Very young, my age actually. Guys, let's try by all means to pray. At least let's pray for our own mental health again. Because I need to go first. If you are not okay, the people around you are not going to be okay. They're not. So it's very important to make sure that you're 100% okay, or you are way beyond average in terms of skills of being okay, right? Especially mentally. Dealing with whatever we have went through is very important. Accepting what this has happened, and honestly speaking, we do need to learn to also love ourselves, because I feel like koloko does also contribute in terms of how you end up being in that state which mentally you're okay because you love yourself. Also, this thing of us having to care about people or what people will say, that too also takes or chips a big chunk of our self-esteem. Okay, I'm just going off topic here. You understand? And another thing that we also need to remember, Fetuti, we are not money. We are not imali. So we are not going to be loved by everyone. KO once said, those who judge, they do not matter. And those who do not judge, they matter. In other words, those who show you love, those who support you, those that you can see, Guti, they got your back. Those are the people who matter. But those who show you Guti Bona, they don't give a rat's ass. They just do not matter. The sad thing is this thing, Guti. Amunye once said, you can get 99 positive comments about something or about you, and then you just get one negative comment, and then that one comment is just going to it will have more power than the good comments. In other words, you'll be stressed about this one small thing, whereas you got hundreds and thousands of good reviews and whatever. I'm also still working on my things myself and all of that, and Rome was not built in one day, Wafet. It was not. The only thing that I have not tried was going to seek for professional help, and just to, to level up everything. I'm definitely going to do that once sent to medical aid and all of that, and then I'll be able to go and do that. Because if need be, I'll be able to go to Ilentuzana. Because I remember there's this other friend of mine, Nai. But it's no need Gucci for to medical aid and all of that. The only thing that just makes me say that is that thing Gucci. I even said I want to go and just have my whole body tested and everything, just to check Gucci, am I still A-okay and all of that. But you can also do that a public that's English coming wrong, a public hospital. So Imal is not an issue of it in terms of Gucci. If you do not have medical aid, you can't go and get help and all of that. You can. You can. There are even on my hotlines, you just call, you talk to the person over the phone. You can. There are videos on YouTube that will help you in terms of realizing or seeing your worth. They are. They've helped me cool. I know sometimes you're like, yeah, just because it worked for you, it doesn't mean it can work for everyone. Yeah. But it can also work for somebody else. However, the only way for you to see which is okusebenzela wena or not is to check it out. And another thing, when you need help in the sense of Gucci, now it's easy, because sometimes you find out Gucci, there are people who need help, but it's more or less like lentier rehab. When someone has to be taken to a rehab, you see what this person needs help because this person might leave us soon. But but my actions, we do also need to put in the work. I don't want to lie to you. And another thing, just because you're also working on traumas and all of that, it reminds me of this thing, Yoguti. Someone once said, Yoguti, when you forgive someone, it does not mean, Yoguti, you forget. No. Or you'll just automatically be 100%. No. It also means, Yoguti, when you forgive a person, it also means, Yoguti, yes, it will still come back. You'll still think about what happened. But the forgiving part, that's where it comes in. Each and every time you see this person, or you think about this, if you genuinely forgive someone or something that has happened to you, or even yourself, each and every time when that thing comes up or pops up in your mind, you have to forgive yourself. Tell yourself, ish, kubuhlungu, but yeah, ngiyasixolela nami, or whatever the case might be. Forgiveness does not just mean you forget. We go back to how things worked before in terms of we go back to like nothing ever happened. No. You can still have a good relationship or whatever, even with yourself. Things that we see, that there are things as that are not for us. We need to stay away from them. Even having to cut people off, we need to stay away from those things. We need positivity. We need to love ourselves. We need to spoil ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. Nothing in this world is worth you not being around. Nothing and nobody. You are very important. You are special. I once even told this other guy, this friend, right, zonke izinto ezigudi ngawe, bhale phansi, and then ubhale lezi ezi-wrong, and then you go to the wrong list. Uyabheka ukuthi okay, yini ngakuzama ukuyiworka on la? What can I work on here? One by one. You know, uqale ngenzima, noma uqale ngelula, uqale something that is easy. You work on that thing, then you follow. After the easy one, you do the hard one. When you are busy doing the hard one and you feel like you want to give up, the first one that you did and the easy one that you were able to conquer, you are like, I can do this. I did that, and even that will also give you the umvugo. You know what? I was able to even do the first one. I can also do this one. The first one's accomplishment in terms of being able to overcome it will fuel you to be able to push through and work through the difficult one. You know, so man, it is sad. His memorial service, it was stated ukuthi izobase 44 stand Mill Park, and then what's this, umncwabo uzoba ngolwesihlanu eMbombela, Nelspruit. So yeah, man, alale kahle man. Let's keep on holding the torch, Wafed. No, it's hard to be strong. There was even this meme. There was like, yes, uNkulunkulu uhlezi ekhetha always uses his strongest soldiers. But they say, I don't want them to use me. They say I'm not strong. You know? I know it's hard to be strong. It's very hard. And it's not wrong to also be weak every now and then, you know. I feel like look weak. It keeps the doctor away, in a sense of good. It shows what now you're a human. Even me, I'm still working on my weaknesses and accepting those weaknesses, and also working on fixing these weaknesses bit by bit. but it is also there. It is. Yabo. So yeah, bafethu ucela libe ready. Sure.